How you doing? So I just became Paragon in my new account challenge free to play. So I did it in 82 days, but more importantly, I did it in 60 hours of gameplay. I didn't think I was gonna make it in 60 hours because I was sick for 2 weeks and I'm still a little bit sick, but a lot better now for sure. But I still managed to did it in 60 hours, but I'm just letting you know this is not realistic, and we're just gonna compare it to why this is not realistic, and I'm gonna tell you later how to do it realistically if you're a new player. So let's just do like you could see this. I have the lowest hero rating in my team out of 25 members. And actually, out of 25 members, only 5 of us is Paragon and nobody's Valiant. And out of the 5 Paragon players, 3 of them is my account, Reno XP 911 and Reno XP Gaming. So it's pretty crazy that look at my hero rating 359,000. I became Paragon in 60 hours, which is pretty mind boggling. So later on, I'm going to show you how to do it realistically. Okay, so I actually became Paragon faster than I became Cavalier when it comes to Reno XP Gaming. Let me show you. As you can see here, this is when I started my new account challenge. Like I said on the title, it's unrealistic. It really became unrealistic the first day or even the first 3 days because I became uncollected in 3 days, which is just not realistic for new players. So later on, I'll give you how to do it realistically. What else? So as you can see here, when it comes to Reno XP Gaming, it took me 128 hours of gameplay. This one took me 60 hours of gameplay, less than half of the gameplay, which is pretty crazy. And I definitely made a lot of improvements, that's for sure. But as the game goes, it constantly progress. That's why I was able to do it faster, obviously. But I did it pretty much as fast as you could. You know, I think I could have probably improved at least an hour for sure, maybe 2 hours. Obviously, I could have done it faster if I was able to spend more units on revives and stuff like that. But really, I think if I could have definitely improved at least an hour and maybe even save 500 units for sure. If I could go back and make some improvements, I definitely messed up in 7.3.6 against Kang, which cost me 30 minutes, and some part in Act 6. I don't remember where I was stuck and I had to go back and start the quest over. So that was at least an hour and cost me revives, and for sure, and could have saved myself 500 units not purchasing a 500 unit offer that has revives. So what else? As you can see here, this was actually when I became Thronebreaker, when we had 30 members. So I had to kick out like 4 members, and I think one person left because as you can see, this the one that's just above me, they were gone for more than 30 days. So I have a rule uh in my what do you call this, in my alliance. You have to be in alliance for 30. If you're not logged in for in 30 days, or if you haven't been active for 30 days or more, you're gonna be kicked out. So this guy just ahead of me was kicked out, and other players as well. So even in my old account, when you think about it, I still have the lowest hero rating out of 30 members, and I'm now Paragon, which is pretty mind-boggling. Okay, what else? As you can see here, this is another one of my account, Reno XP Gaming. I was 940,000 hero rating when I became Paragon when it comes to Reno XP Gaming. And I was pretty much almost the same amount of hero rating right here to become Paragon. I was about 359,000 to become hero rating when I became Paragon, which is almost triple the amount, which is pretty crazy, dude. It is crazy how much improvement I have. how much improvement I did and to progress so fast in the game. So what else? As you can see, when the revives actually, I not only I have more units right now. This is right now how much units I have. What is that? 3,315 units. I actually have a little bit more revives as well. As you can see here, when you count my revives compared to what I had when it comes to Reno XP Gaming. So this is Reno XP Gaming. I only had what 1,932 units and with less revives. So it's pretty mind-boggling that I was able to not only do it in less than half the time, I was able to have still have more revives left and more units, which is pretty crazy. So what is this? As you can see, it tells you how many units I have left, 1,932, which is pretty crazy. So as you can see here, I became Cavalier in 90 days when it comes to Reno XP Gaming, and somebody mentioned it. That was kind of fast for new players, but the game constantly progressed, so any new player can become Cavalier in 90 days, I believe, with 30 minutes of gameplay or less. And actually here, um, as you notice, I became Paragon in 82 days, which is faster than this, obviously, because it's 90 days. But that's a bit misleading. That's why it's always important to think about how many hours you play, not how many days it took you. Because in here, I was only to become Cavalier. It took me less than 40 hours of gameplay to become Cavalier in 90 days, and when it came to becoming Paragon, it took me 60 hours of gameplay. So it is pretty crazy though, 60 hours to become Cavalier. I mean, to become Paragon, it is so fast. That is faster than the best players in the world. That's faster than Trappy. That is faster than Trappy. He was playing 10 hours a day, and it took him a week to become Paragon. Yes, it took him a week, but still, most importantly, it took him 70 hours to become Paragon. So why is that? Why did he do that? Why did it took him so long, longer than me, 70 hours versus my 60 hours to become Paragon? And I'm gonna show you later. So as you can see, this is when I started the new account challenge, date November 29, 2024. I already showed you guys this. It took me less than half of the time, which is pretty crazy. So let's go to the game. So how to do it realistically, but before I tell you how to do it realistically, why did it take me 60 hours to become Paragon and it took Trappy like 70 hours to become Paragon? So probably the most obvious thing is he was using 5 stars and I'm using 6 stars. Besides that, uh, if you're gonna do it a new account challenge, and this is really more for veteran players. So what he did is basically he went to he did act all completed. I think explore act 1 to act 2 act 300%, and he just did a completion all the way to act 6. But the biggest difference is how I was able to beat him, not just because I'm using 6 stars and he was using 7 stars. He completed Act 8, I believe. I haven't even started in Act 8. I believe he completed Act 8 to become Paragon because you need to have what do you call this? At least 3 6-star rank 4s to become Paragon and have completed Act 7. But if you're moving so fast in the game, it's really going to be hard to have 3 rank 4s in 1 week. Okay, 1 week, 6-star rank 4s. That's really going to be very hard as a free to play. So keep in mind, this is a free to play account as well. That's probably the most important thing. So I just want to give you guys how to do it realistically, okay? So let me just show you how you can do it realistically if you're a new player. I think, going back to my old account, Reno XP Gaming, it's definitely realistic to do it in 8 months and 120 hours of gameplay. But even that's without a doubt, without a question, if you're starting a new account right now, especially if you're a new player. But really, what is this? Okay. I couldn't see. Okay, let me. So how to do it realistically? So no. Okay, let's see. Can I get into it? I think I should be able to. Hopefully I could. I think if you're a new player, you could do it in 6 months. Uh, 30 minutes a day average. So what about about 90 hours of gameplay? That might be a little fast for new players, but if you want to start a new account, you're not so experienced, but you just like, I want a free to play account. I want to start a new account. I think 90 days, I mean 180 days with 90 hours of gameplay is definitely possible. I don't know. That seems a little fast for new players, but I think it's still possible if you're a new player. So, how can you do it? And what really took me so long is because I ex compared to Reno XP Gaming is I explored Act 400%, I explored Act 5 100%. Here I just pretty much did a completion of Act 5 and I only explore Act 1, chapter 1 and chapter 2 when it comes to Act 4. I also, that took me longer is because of this. I explored Road of Road Labyrinth of Legends 100%. As you can see, I haven't even started chapter 2, but like I said, if you're a new player, as you can see by my hero rating, that's you can see how low my hero rating is. I'm just being realistic to you. I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world, but if you're a new player, you're just not gonna be able to progress as fast. It's just a fact, okay? As you can see by my hero rating, that and by my champions. So as you can see, compared to Reno XP Gaming, I had five 6-star rank fives, and right now, when it comes to Reno XP Fitness, I only have one 6-star rank 5 ascended. So it's a big difference, compared to Reno XP Gaming. So that's the only downfall I would say when it comes to Reno XP Gaming. It took me longer to become Paragon, but I had higher ranked champions. Here I only have one champion that's 6-star rank 5 ascended. So again, let's see how to do it realistically if you're a new player. And also somebody mentioned I need to make a playlist to easier to keep track. I will do that. Just gonna take a little bit of time because they're obviously gotta search for all of them and then put it on the playlist. But Explore Act 100%, Explore Act 200%, Explore Act 300%. This is for new players. If you wanna do it realistically as a new account, and then just do a completion of Act 4, okay? And then I would say then go to 5.2, become uncollected, okay? Then go back to Act 4, complete it 100%, then become Cavalier, okay? Complete 6.1.1 to become Cavalier. Then I would go complete Act 5 100%, and then complete Act 6 to become Thronebreaker. That's how you can do it realistically. Um, it might not be necessary to complete Act 5 100%, but definitely Act 4 at least complete 100%. Also, what you can do is go to back issues. Okay, do the classic. You get a lot of units for doing the classics. Not only that, you get this stone mastery core for completion of the classic. So you get units. It's really easy to fight these. They're low PIs. You can, as a new player, you can definitely complete these tasks even with low rated champions, as well as doing Road to Labyrinth. Road to Labyrinth can be hard towards like in chapter 4, but if you have higher ranked champions, um you can do it. It gives you a lot of units and you only need one tile in the first chapter, so it's really good. So, and look at my hero rating. So I did it without doing arena, without doing battlegrounds, because not everybody likes doing arena, not everybody likes doing battlegrounds, so I didn't do that. I also didn't do alliance war. I didn't, because I know not everybody wants to do alliance war, and I didn't open any. I didn't use any 7 stars because I know most people will not have 7 stars when they do a new account challenge, and not everybody likes using 7 stars. So I didn't use 7 stars either. I didn't open my 7 star crystal. But if you have 7 stars and you want to use 7 stars, this that will help you progress in the game. So that's why I think for new players, if you have somehow get lucky with 7 stars and you want to use 7 stars, you could do it in 6 months with 30 minutes of gameplay or less average. So within 90 hours for a new player, I think it's very realistic with 7 stars nowadays, and you're okay with using 7 stars. So I definitely could have done Alliance War because all I have to do is place my champions on defense, and I'll still get points because I am the leader in my main account. This is also my pay to win account as the leader. So I definitely could have done that, but that's just not realistic because I know, you know, if you go to Alliance and that's what you do, you're gonna get kicked out if you're not doing Alliance War and then you're just placing your champions there. So, but I didn't do Alliance War, as you can see, because not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody wants to do it. Um, what else? So that's really it. That's how you can do it realistically. So let me just go over how you can do it realistically. I Let me start over again. So Explore Act 100%, that's a must. Explore Act 200%, that's a complete must. Act 300%, then Act 4, you just do a completion, just do one path. Go to 5.2, become uncollected. Then it's going to be really hard after that. So what you want to do is go back to Act 4, complete it 100%, and then become Cavalier by completing 6.1. Okay? And then go back to Act 5, do it 100%, and then go to Act 6, become Thronebreaker. Then uh, I would say there's the quest where you can buy units. It's not going to be here, but there'll be not buy units, I mean revives, and also in chapter 6 and as well as chapter 7 there's going to be point where you can grab rebuys once you complete a chapter. I think it's definitely good value. Is it really necessary? I don't think so, depending on how long you want to progress in the game. So there is some downside to it because if I didn't spend any units whatsoever for revives, I will have way more revives, and I could have enough units for July 4th to spend to become to have 2 7-star rank 3 to be able to purchase. But I also purchased units. I used units during the banquet event, so I don't know if that's the right thing. Uh, but I could possibly become Thronebreaker within 8 months, but I don't know how realistic that is. So I will be planning to take a break for sure for when it comes to this account. The goal is, to become Valiant in 12 months, if not 13 months. So, and also I will be taking a break here and there. So really all I gotta do is complete Act 8, 8.3. If I can complete all the way to 8.3, have enough units by November for Cyber Weekend, or really most likely I'm gonna save it till the banquet, and I should become Valiant by then. And I think if you're a new player, you really have 12 months or 13 months to become Valiant, because if you save your units, you will have enough to have 2 7-star rank 3. All you gotta do is complete 8.3. Okay, and then you'll have if you have enough units, you'll have enough for the rewards when it comes to the banquet. So that's it. That's how you can do it realistically if you're a new player. Thank you.